Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the USC versus Arizona college basketball matchup on Saturday, March the 9th, 2024. Of course, if you like all the free picks we do at Pick Dawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, people with big bankrolls, people looking for one-on-one style service. We offer all those things. They're just not available on the website. You got to text the number you see on the screen. So if you make big bets like I do, go ahead and text that number. But let's get to this one. USC taking on Arizona. Of course, Arizona's been top 5 ranked all season long. These guys have been absolute beasts. Doesn't come without a few hiccups. Of course, they had the loss against Oregon State. And, they're certainly proved that, you can't win them all. But at the same time, they've won a lot of them. 9-1 straight up in their last 10 games. 7-2-1 against the number in the last 10. These guys are looking potentially at a number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. Not really a strange or uncommon position for Arizona either. I mean, they've been a number 1 seed a lot of times in the NCAA tournament. Don't exactly have the hardware to match up with that. They certainly, they're not. It's not an empty trophy case, that's for sure. But let's just say they've been number 1 a lot and a lot recently. Meanwhile, USC, I think one of the more disappointing teams in the season. This season for a lot of people. I wouldn't say that it is for me. I think that USC. I think the expectations were set way too high for this team, and I think that this was more of a team that that needed to grow together. And I think when you look at Bronny James as a player, he certainly had the medical problems earlier this season, but then again at the same time, this is a guy that he needs more time to develop if he wants to be a viable player at the college level. If he wants to go pro, and he certainly has that option, and he certainly has a cushion to fall back on, and he's got a father that makes as much money as his father does. But at the same time, I think if Bronny, he also doesn't have the rush, and I think a player that he's comparable to, in college sports, not necessarily in college hoops, is Arch Manning over at Texas, who's sitting on the bench and is likely going to sit on the bench for another year. I mean, he's got the pedigree. He was a much higher rated recruit than Bronny James was, and he really hasn't played much at all. But the thing is that, he's taking the time to develop. He's taking the time to learn the craft, and he's not in any rush. He's got, it's like he already knows that the world is sitting there for him. So I hope Bronny comes back to USC, to be honest with you. I think it's better for the college game, and I think it's better for him. But anyways, we look at this one, and USC, like I said, has been pretty disappointing this season. They played back on January 17th. It was all Arizona in that one, winning by 15, but USC was getting 21 in that game. What we've seen from USC recently is they have been playing their best basketball of the year, winning 3 of their last 4 games. The only loss was at Washington State. They lost by 3, but they were getting 8 in that thing. When we look at Arizona coming in, they've won their last 4 games in a row. They had lost at Washington State, but overall, they have been a force. And of course, because they have the numbers to back it up, one of the top offensive teams across the board. They shoot well from beyond the arc, 16th best in the nation, 9th best in the nation, just shooting in general. They don't miss their free throws. They kind of got it all going on. USC, not horrible defensively, but really when it comes to guarding the perimeter, they are. When it comes to shooting from the perimeter, though, that's USC's strong suit, and I think that might actually keep them in this game. When you look at the body of work over the course of the season, you're going to see Arizona. But when you look at what they've done recently, I think the game's a little bit closer than that. I'm going to take USC in the points, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.